Hello, friends! Welcome to the party. I'm Michelle, and I'm here to help you party more and stress less. Right now, it is Party Prep Live, so that means I am getting ready for our Yay Spring party because spring starts next week, and we're doing our little open house. And let's get cooking because I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll try not to cuss. I got a lot of stuff to get done before people get here at around 6 p.m. So we're gonna get going. I am making my ricotta garlic herb dip, and I am also going to make, let's see, what else am I making? Spring chicken salad, because spring, and hopefully, oops, and there we go. And then also, I am making, there we go. I'm also making chicken salad, that's what I said, and a chamomile vodka tonic. So we're gonna do that, but I need to also get this set up so I can see your chat because I wanna know where you're watching from, what you're excited about spring for, and then get cooking. This is so funny, like I'm just getting back into using YouTube as a creator, so it just takes me a little bit of time to figure out like where I need to be to see all the things, and let's see. Alright, well, I think I can see it. I know, thanks for your patience, friend. This is like very annoying for me, but I'm making it happen. There we go. Yay, I did it. I found where I needed to be. All right, if you are watching, please comment, talk to me. Let's see what's going on. I want to hear about your day. And for a second, I'm going to go ahead and pulse this ricotta in my food processor. This recipe for this garlic and herb whipped ricotta is on my website, cupofzest.com. You know, to be honest, somebody gave this a 1-star review, and I was like, oh, I don't remember this being 1 star. So I'm using this opportunity to retry this dip and see if I think it's 1 star. And if it is, I will, you know, judge it a little bit, change it up so it is a better recipe, you know, because I take your comments super seriously. I want to know what's working, what's not working, and the only way I'm going to know is if you comment or email me, so keep that in mind. Alright, so this dip is currently a bunch of ricotta and garlic, olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper. I'm going to add in chives, basil, parsley, and dill. Okay, so it's not quite smooth yet. We're gonna process this a little bit more. right, friends, remember, I want to talk to you. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what's on your weekend agenda. I really want to know. I really want to know because I think you're awesome and I really appreciate you watching. All right, so let's see. We've got our whipped ricotta going into this large bowl. And I'm going to hand chop all the herbs because I don't want this dip to be like bright green. If I process the herbs in this, it's possible that it would be like a funky color. And I really just wanted the herbs to be more present in the dip. So you could see like, oh, that's chives, that's basil, whatever. So that's why we're going to hand chop all the herbs. All right. 3 tablespoons of chives. I definitely overplanned this. I'm not quite ready, but that's why like these parties are great because they're super casual, and it's just like it's a good way to hang with your friends, and it's not like you have to be here at 5 p.m. exactly. It's like, no, if you want to stop by for 30 minutes, like we'd love to see you. If you want to pop by for the whole time, like you're more than welcome to. But it's just about connection and like having little snacks, easy stuff. If you wanted to host a party like this, you could so easily just buy everything from the grocery store and put it out. Me being an overachiever, I like to make all the things. That might be a little bit of a problem sometimes, but usually it's not bad. All right, so the question of the day is, what are you excited about spring for? Like, what are you excited about spring? Spring's coming up next week. What are you looking forward to? Do you have any trips going on? Any adventures? Let me know in the comments because I want to know what you're doing. Oop, all right, my timer went off. I've got some rice noodles going. So I'm going to give them a quick little blanch. They're in here. I know you can't really see them. But they're here in some hot water. And I'm just going to run them under cold water. I'm making veggie spring rolls, and they're going to be delicious. I'm going to let those sit in some ice water for a second just so they stop cooking. And finish chopping up some herbs. What else do we need? We need some basil, parsley, and dill. Smells so good. Maybe you want to see me chopping. I don't know. That could be interesting, right? I hope you appreciate the little bit of crazy that's going on here right now because this is real. There's a real timeline. I feel like I'm on a cooking competition show, which, if you didn't know, I used to work on them. I used to work on Guys Grocery Games. That was the one I worked on the longest. And I worked on the Baking Championship series on Food Network as well. And those were the 2 big shows that I worked on. Oops. My freezer doesn't want to close. Let's figure out that problem. This is funny. There's some Girl Scout cookies like blocking the freezer from closing. Crazy. There we go. So yeah, I used to work behind the scenes in the culinary team of Food Network shows. I did that for about 4 years. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. When I was younger, I probably would never have wanted to go on any of those cooking shows. I'd say if anyone asked me now, I would consider it. It was funny just because I was like so in it in the past, and now since I'm like, okay, I've been out of that world for a while, I'm like, I could maybe go on a show like that. Now we have parsley and dill. Basil gets to go away. If I wanted to be like super fancy, I would take all of the leaves off the stems of these, but I don't care right now, so it's gonna have a little stem in it, and that's fine. Two tablespoons of chopped parsley. Don't try to chop this fast at home unless you practice, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. I cook almost every day for work, so I'm chopping a lot of things. I got a lot of practice doing it. So don't just like jump out there and be like, I'm gonna chop as fast as Michelle. Take your time, practice, learn some knife skills, maybe take a knife class in person. You live in a big city, there are plenty. And if you don't, there are probably classes online that you can take, probably. There definitely are knife classes you can take online. So maybe consider that if you want some better knife skills. I'm gonna chop a little bit more parsley. Just to make sure I was setting right. I've chopped. All right. And in reality, like, because people are going to be here in about an hour and 15, some people, I will get this dip and I'll get the chicken salad done, and it will probably be in process of making spring rolls when people get here, and that's totally fine. You know, again, it's not about everything being perfect. It's about spending quality time with your people and your favorite people. So when you're hosting a party, remember, let go of that perfectionism. It's hard right here. I really struggle with it, but it's worth it because you want to spend time with the people you love, right? And if your people are judging you because your spring rolls aren't ready in time, that's not cool. That's not supportive. You want them to be like super team you and getting lots of stuff done, right? And like having a good time. So all right, and 1 tablespoon of fresh dill. Wonderful. I think that's it. Let's see what this recipe says. Certain herbs, cover, chill. Great. Now the bowl that I want to put this in is in the dishwasher currently. So I'm going to put this in a different bowl and just roll with it. Now, also, the recipe says to let this chill for 1 hour before you serve it, because you want the flavors to really come together. So I'm not going to make any changes to this. I think it's delicious. I'm not going to make any other changes to this until I taste it in an hour, because that's what's recommended. So it'll give me a better representation of what the 1-star review said about this recipe. For those of you just joining, welcome to the party. Welcome to my kitchen. The question of the day is, what spring activity are you excited for? And I also want to know where you're viewing from. Just drop it in the comments, please. All right, garlic herb ricotta dip, done. Wonderful. Gonna pop this in the fridge. I don't think, I'm not gonna cover it. It's fine. Next, chicken salad. I got 2 rotisserie chickens from the store. And I think that rotisserie chickens are pretty great. Great time saver. I am just going to use the white meat. I'm going to keep the dark meat for a different use, for like leftovers for dinner tomorrow. But I really just want to use the white meat for this. You don't need to be precious, to be honest. These are usually so tender you could just rip the meat off of the bone. Like this. I take the skin off as well. And, you know, I get messy in the kitchen. I don't know about you, but I think using your hands or whatever, you know, tools are easiest for you to use. Just get in there, get messy. Try not to worry about everything being, again, don't worry about everything being perfect. I'm just gonna throw the dark meat right back into this bag. This one I'm going to use a knife. It's a little, not as tender. There we go, just to get it started. This chicken salad recipe I am making up. I am just kind of going with what I've got. I'm not doing anything. Like the thing I'm thinking about with this recipe is like, oh, okay, I want it to feel like spring because it's a spring chicken. And I'm just going to add a lot of herbs to it. That's really all I'm doing. And I'm going to use a little Greek yogurt and mayonnaise for the base. And kind of just taste it as I go and just wing it like a chicken wing. Oh my God, I'm so funny. I crack myself up. Ridiculous, Michelle. All right, so all this dark meat will be a really nice meal for us later. And I will take care of it. My husband, Keith, does not like messy things. So he's a champ when I ask him to help out with dinner and get a rotisserie chicken and like break it down. He's a real champ and does it. I know it's not the easiest thing for him to do because it's messy, but I love him always, but I really appreciate when he does something outside of his comfort zone for me. Lots of love. All right, into this fridge this goes. I'm just going to do a rough chop to save time. I love chicken. I think it's delicious. If it's cooked properly, it's really good. You know, a friend of mine once told me, she was like, you know, I never get chicken at a restaurant, or I never used to get chicken at a restaurant. And her reasoning was like, well, I can cook a chicken at home. And you're like, yeah, you can roast a chicken at home. This is a friend who is super chefy and knows what she's doing. But then she told me that one time she was at a restaurant and was like, oh, I'm not going to order the chicken, like roast chicken. Why would I do that? And all of her friends ordered the roast chicken, and she got something else. And she was lucky enough to try some of the roast chicken brought to the table, and she was like, okay, I understand the appeal of like ordering chicken at a restaurant, especially roast chicken. If you're at a nice restaurant and there is a roast chicken on the menu and you're like not quite sure what to get, the chicken's gonna be good. Because if you're at someplace nice, they know what they're doing. They know how to cook the chicken well. It's not gonna be dry. It's gonna be delicious. Roasting a chicken is actually one of the first things I tried, and I not try, because I don't do a lot of teaching. I do a little bit of teaching here and there for cooking classes with friends. But roasting a chicken is one of the things that I recommend everyone learns how to do, because when you use a meat thermometer and you cook it to the right temp, it's going to be so juicy and so much better than, you know, just getting boneless, skinless chicken breasts and cooking those plain. Like, roasting a whole chicken is such a good skill to have. All right, all the chicken goes into this large bowl. I'm going to do a little wipe down on my board, and we're going to start cutting some herbs. I'm going to do tarragon parsley, dill. I think that sounds good. Yeah. You gotta have your coffee while you're prepping, you know, to get ready for the party, because after all this shopping and stuff, I am tired. Those are the noodles for our spring rolls. And again, I would love to know where you're watching from, what you're doing tonight, hanging out, getting ready for the weekend plans. And our question of the day is, what spring activity are you most excited for? Drop it in the comments. Tell me what you're up to. I would love to know. All right, let's get some of this delicious tarragon going. Just gonna do a fine chop on all the things, you know. Probably add a little garlic powder, an onion powder. Ooh, maybe a shallot. I've got a shallot too. Just gotta see how this time is going. All right, I got about an hour. It's crunch time. Thank you for everyone who is here watching. I really appreciate you. And to fill you in on what we're doing this weekend, I am going with my family to dim sum in, I think we're going to Monterey Park tomorrow. And we are celebrating mine and my brother Steven's birthdays. His birthday was at the end of February, mine is next week. And we usually do, like, each child gets their own family meal, like dinner or lunch or whatever, and our schedules were just so busy, so we decided to split it, to do a combined birthday lunch, which I'm super excited for. trying to do a little parsley. Chop, chop. Gotta chop fast because I'm on a time crunch. One thing I really recommend in all of my party planning, blog posts and the guides I'm putting together for you all, is to do as much ahead of time as you can, like not the day of, so you're not stressed the F out like I am right now. Do I look stressed? No, I'm not that stressed. But I don't want you to stress when you're having a party and when you're getting ready for a party. I'm not really stressed. I was just joking. I do have a time crunch, but it's okay. I'm not like worried if I'm not done in time for everyone to get here and enjoy. So I do recommend that you like do as much as you can ahead of time. So what I wish I would have done is I wish I would have grocery shopped yesterday. I didn't. I wish I would have pulled the recipes I was going to use tonight yesterday. I didn't. But that's okay. I didn't have the time yesterday, to be honest. And I just didn't plan well enough. So the idea is do as much as you can ahead of time. Plan. And that way you do not get stuck in the kitchen during your party. That's not going to happen to me tonight. I might be stuck in the kitchen a little bit, like at the beginning of the get together. But it won't be an all-night affair. All right, let's do a little Greek yogurt. This is a little, it had some bubbles on top in the sense of like just the way it was packaged, and I wanted to make sure it was still good to go. It's brand new. I don't know why it wouldn't be. All right, eyeballing just a bunch of mayonnaise, and we'll do some lemon juice as well. I already put some salt in. We'll do some pepper. Trying to make something nice, bright, and fresh, but also like a little decadent, right? This is gonna be good. I really hope we have some leftovers so I can eat this for dinner tomorrow night along with like the ricotta dip leftovers and any veggies I put out. Like, I love leftovers. We are very much a leftover household. Are you a leftover household? Do you eat leftovers? I know there are people who don't do leftovers, and that always kind of blows my mind. Growing up, I loved going into the fridge and like looking to see what leftovers were in there. To be honest, I absolutely ate some leftovers that were not mine. Like my parents, or my brother. I know that they did it to me too. It's just like what our family did. Ooh, that's good. More herbs. Definitely more herbs. Anyway, big leftovers family. It's a lot of fun to have leftovers. And I'm excited for these leftovers if there are any. I think it's creamy enough, but it needs a little more lemon juice, put garlic powder in it, and more herbs. I'm also going to add a little bit of this hot sauce. This is Max's Yummy Hot Sauce. Max is a food stylist in Los Angeles, and we've worked together on a couple jobs. He also makes this hot sauce and a Caesar salad dressing. He's got other condiments too, I believe. But this hot sauce is so good. It is not spicy. It's a little spicy, but it's fermented, and it's got nice little vinegar tang to it too. I like to put it in everything. So just a little bit to add a little bit of like, ooh, what is that? A little oomph to this herby chicken salad. Yes. This is gonna be so freaking good. If you are just joining, I'm Michelle from Cup of Zest, and I'm here to help you party more and stress less. We are getting ready for our Yay Spring Party. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm making the spring chicken salad. We're gonna add more herbs to it. We're also making some spring rolls, chamomile, vodka tonics. I keep wanting to say gin, but we're doing vodka tonics tonight. And, I'll probably like throw out a bunch of veggies too, just like to go with the dip and crackers. So I've got about a good 45 minutes of like cooking time left, and then I gotta start really jamming with like putting stuff out and getting ready to go. All right, a little rinse. Oh, my board is sliding. That's not great. Okay. Get those herbs in there. There we go. All right. I think that this is going to be good to go like this. I might add a little more lemon juice. But what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cover this one. I don't know why. I'm going to cover one, not the other. I should probably just cover this because if it does fall over in the fridge, it would be a disaster. And start working on those spring rolls. I'm going to taste this in about a half an hour, like probably right before we end the live, to see if there are any changes I want to add to it. But I think it's going to be good to go. It definitely needs more salt and more lemon, for sure. Lemon, there we go. But the herbs in it are really great. That's much better. Sweet. Into the fridge you go, chicken salad. Let's see if there's space. There's enough space. Okay, great. Alright, so now it's time for all things spring rolls to come out. What am I going to do? Veggie spring rolls. Doing veggie spring rolls. Okay, so we're going to do butter lettuce. What does the recipe say? What does the recipe say that I'm using? I am using a recipe from the website. What is this called? Healthy Nibbles. Healthy Nibbles. Oh, it's just called Healthy Nibbles. Healthy Nibbles by Lisa Lynn. So we're doing fresh Vietnamese spring rolls. Her recipe uses shrimp, but because I've got some friends that are coming over who are vegetarian and vegan, I just want to make sure it's veggies only. So we're going to skip the shrimp this time. I will put the link to her recipe and also my whipped ricotta dip into the comments below, or the comments. I'll put it into the video description after the video is on YouTube for the replay. So if you want to make anything, you can. and anything that I made you can. And let's get going on these spring rolls. She has great instructions. She also includes a peanut sauce and a nook chom sauce, which is a fish sauce base. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite things. And we're gonna get going. So I got the rice noodles there. I've got the rice papers there too. I get mint, bell pepper, and a carrot. A veggie peeler. So in our apartment, we have one drawer. This is our one drawer. It's ridiculous. So I've got lots of cooking stuff here. I want to put up a pegboard wall for pots and pans. But yeah, these old apartments just like have no storage space. It's so wild. And it's like not even a normal sized it's not even a normal sized drawer. It's a small drawer. I'm just like, what is this? But I love our apartment otherwise. Vampire Hunter, yay, cup of zest. Thank you so much, friend. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do matchstick cuts of our carrots and of our cucumber and of our bell pepper. There we go. Cute little carrots. I got more. So, you know, if I need to do more, I can. Now, Vampire Hunter just asks, I just jumped on. What are you cooking today? Well, friend, we are getting ready to celebrate spring. It's almost here. Couldn't wait any longer to try to enjoy spring weather. So I'm trying to will it here. And we are doing spring-ish recipes. So, veggie spring rolls, that's what I'm working on right now. Spring chicken salad, so it just has a lot of herbs in it. And to keep up with the spring vibes, I'm doing a chamomile vodka tonic recipe, which I'm making up on the fly, so hopefully it's good. Is that everything? Oh, and I did a whipped ricotta dip that you missed me make, but you can go back and watch the replay to see that baby get made. Because I know that's what you're interested in. I'm joking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Forget about it. Forget that I said anything weird. Or remember, I know that I'm a little weirdo. If you know me in real life, you know that I'm quite the little weirdo. And more of it is going to be shown here on YouTube because I realized I needed just to be myself on camera. And that's what you're getting, especially on these lives. On the pre-recorded stuff, it's a little, you know, more profesh. But with these lives, especially for Party Prep Live, I am like in it and doing the thing. And being 100% Michelle. So, get ready for more weirdness, friends. Vampire Hunter, if you are still here, will you please tell me what spring activity you're excited about? I'm just excited for all the fresh produce. I'm just excited. I'm so excited for all the fresh produce and also for the weather. cannot handle the wind and the rain here, and I know I'm in LA and I'm such a spoiled baby, but like, I get used to it and I want it all the time. Vampire Hunter asks, what weirdness can we expect? Any more special guests like the last time? Here's the deal. That wasn't weird. Those special guests were very great people. You know, my husband, Keith Weiner, our good friend Darnell, which Vampire Hunter, isn't that you? Right? That's you, right? And I don't know, just me being me. And you can decide if it's weird or not, I guess. Oh, this knife needs to be sharpened. You can kind of hear it. There we go. But no special guests this time. Maybe next time we'll have someone on. Oh my God, this knife. What I really need to do is get myself a setup for sharpening my own knives, because I took a knife sharpening class when I was in London last November. I went to Kitchen Provisions, and the guy at the shop working the shop, Jun, he offered me a spot in one of his knife sharpening classes, which I paid for. He was great. He was such a great instructor. If you are in London and you do want a knife sharpening class, I highly recommend going to Kitchen Provisions and getting a class done. Go and take a class there. It was one of the best experiences I had, learning a new kitchen thing. Really loved it. They were great. And then I bought a knife there. It was so fun. So I've got like a fun memory of knife sharpening and also a little tool that I can use in my everyday life. It's a fun memory. Ha ha ha, busted, it is you. Yes, it is. I was like, that is his candle. I'm pretty sure, and I was right. Thank you, Darnell. So while I'm at it with these cucumbers, I am going to put some of these cucumbers out as like crudité with the dip. So I'm going to go ahead and chop some of these up for dip first, so I don't have to get more cucumbers out later. And this is something really quick that I could chop more cucumbers for. I've got extras. I bought some food for ourselves too for the week. So if I do need to put out more vegetables, cucumbers, easy for me to chop up and put out on a little platter. One more plate. Ooh, actually. I'm going to go do crudité on this and put the dip in the middle. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on here now with a damp paper towel and probably pop them in the fridge. I don't want them to sit out for 45 minutes, which actually, there's not enough space in the fridge for this. Damp paper towel. I'm just going to go ahead and put these cucumbers in one and wrap them up and pop them in the fridge like this. Let's do a couple more for the crudité. Yeah, Darnell just said that's great. He would love to learn to sharpen his knives. It was such a great class. I know that you live up in Northern California. There's got to be a place where you can take a class there. If anyone has any recs for him, please drop them in the comments. But yeah, if you're in London, I mean, go take a class there and maybe buy a knife. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff there. All right. Little baby cucumbers all packaged up. Just like this, one in the fridge. And this platter will go over here. I wish I had more counter space, but I don't. I'm I'm not gonna peel these cucumbers. I thought about it for that quick second. You might have seen that thought process happen. Not happening today. They're just gonna have their cute little green peels on it, their skin. Alright, Vampire Hunter Darnell, do you have anything you're excited about for spring? Tell me in the comments, I would love to know. Alright, chop chop. Let's get these a little bit thinner. There we go. I'm not being perfect like this because I've never really worked in the kitchen. I work as a food stylist. I have to cook to make things look pretty at work, not necessarily at home. So I'm going quick because I didn't start prepping early enough. And that was my bad. But that's all right. It just means that I need to work a little faster than I normally would like to. Or know that like I'm gonna be in the kitchen for a little bit while my friends are arriving, and that's a-okay. It's not ideal. It's not ideal because I want to be able to enjoy the party as well. But it's just like what's happening, right? It's just what's happening. And a lot of the times you can't control all the little details in life. Just some of them. Just maybe, yeah, I'll finish these off. Vampire Hunter is super excited to spend time with his puppies outside, even though he does enjoy the rain. It's so much nicer to like have dogs and go out, be able to go outside and not be stuck inside with them. I know they love to cuddle you, but they also want to run around in the sunshine and, you know, cause a little chaos. Little chaos monster dogs. He does have the cutest pups. He and his partner, Cassandra, have the cutest pups. And I'm sure they're going to love the springtime just as much as I am. Almost done with all the chopping. Yay, did it. Woohoo. Alright. I am quite proud of myself. I've gotten a lot of stuff done in this little bit of time, and I still have 40 minutes left. Woohoo. Alright. A little Starbucks break. Awesome. Let's get this lettuce ready. Take off a bunch of leaves. I don't need all of this whole head of butter lettuce. So again, leftovers. I'm going to give them a little rinse, and then I'll leave the rest. This one's nasty. I'll leave the rest in the fridge for later on the root because it'll stay alive longer. You don't have to be super precious with food. See, it's still going to taste delicious, even if you like are a little rough with it. All right. I probably need another bowl. Ooh, I have, I'm gonna use that for spring rolls. These will go in the colander for their little bath. They're dirty, we're gonna make them clean. right. Mint leaves as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a lot of these off so they're ready to go. Probably need a little rinse as well. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for this. I haven't actually made spring rolls in a very long time, so this is a nice little treat, a good little excuse to make them. Mint smells so freaking good. Just, I wish I had a mint plant. We live in an apartment, and I guess I could like do a little garden on our windowsill. That might be a fun idea. If anyone has any tips on doing a windowsill garden, please drop me a link or send me a DM. Preferably on TikTok, because I don't go on Instagram really anymore. But yeah, like, mint is the best. So what I'm gonna do is put this knife over here for now, because I don't need it. I also need a clean board, so there we go, clean. All right. I also got some microgreens because they're pretty and would be delicious. Oh my god, I should drink some water too. I have all the drinks all the time. It's definitely part of my personality. I'm a drink girl. People used to laugh at me all the time for it. But I don't care because drinks are delicious. All right. Do you need a place to land these for when they're done? These are cute. They're already washed, so I don't need to wash them again. And I need a little spot for my spring roll wrappers. All right, how do I open these? They are taped together. There we go. I don't know if that's actually the best thing. I was going to use that to dip them in. But I think that might be all I have. Let's see if I have another bowl. I think this is going to be better. Yeah, that's definitely going to be better. Bye-bye to you. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some hot water. I'll be right back. Got like kettle going. That's just water. I'm sure you can hear it. All right, wrapping station is ready. How does she say to assemble these? Let's see. Lisa Lynn. Lisa Lynn? Yep, Lisa Lynn. Thank you for your recipe, Lisa Lynn. Really appreciate delicious food blog recipes. Butter, lettuce, make sure I have all the things. Persian cucumber, carrot, the vermicelli. Set up spring roll station, okay. Ooh, I like this tip. Lay a damp paper towel on your work surface. I'm gonna do that one. The This water is also a little hot. She says to use lukewarm water, so that is a thing. So one thing I love about food blogs is that if they are doing it right, they have photos, step-by-step photos of how to assemble the recipe. And this recipe does, Lisa killed it, Healthy Nibbles and bits.com. Go check her out. So she has got really great photos on how to assemble these. So I'm going to follow those steps. The only thing I'm going to change, because I'm not putting the shrimp on the outside, is I'm not putting shrimp into the spring roll. I want there to be a pretty thing on the outside, so I'm going to put the mint leaves so you see them. I'll show you what I mean on the outside. Silly me. All the things are ready. Great. This is not the best bowl. Definitely. There we go. You need to make sure your rice paper is fully moistened. So she starts with a butter lettuce leaf, which I know you can't see any of this, so I'm sorry I don't have an overhead set up for you on these. That's just a lot of work, and for one person to do it's not quite something I have got the time for, unfortunately. Maybe in the future. So we're gonna do some rice noodles. And then she puts the rest of the stuff. Yep. A little carrot. Ooh, I think this is what I mean. I'm gonna put a couple pieces of mint first. Down, pretty side up. There we go. Some cucumber. Some bell pepper, and then the microgreens were my addition just because I want a little extra veggie in here for spring. All right, you can't see this very well. I'm gonna do this silly little thing just so you can see. All right, now I'm gonna wrap them up. Starts at the bottom, does the sides, lovely. Ooh, maybe I'll skip this paper towel. It is not damp enough. Ooh. That's my bad. You know, the first time you do anything in cooking and you haven't done it in a minute, the first one's usually ugly. So this one's not gonna be cute. Maybe I will taste it as a little treat for myself because I haven't had anything to eat in a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and just assemble this so I can eat it. Oh, I did not do terrible, but I didn't do great. But it's delicious. All right, I gotta redo this situation a little bit better. I'm gonna put this in a cup for myself. Boop. That's my little snack, because I was a little bit of a disaster with my first one. All right. She says to moisten the work surface, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I know I'm just butchering this. I apologize, Lisa. Your instructions are great, but I am struggling. I think my wrappers might be a little bit smaller than what she recommends because that's all they had at the grocery store. So I'm going to make these a little bit smaller than I did the first time. Less stuff on the inside. I could see this being a super fun activity for a party in the sense of like, hey friends, come on over. We're doing this thing. And you can build your own spring rolls. I like that as a interactive thing. That's definitely a party I need to do in the sense of like having like a party where everyone comes and helps make the food. Maybe like a little cooking class. All right, this is much better. This is working a lot better for me this time. Roll them up really tight. Oh my God, so much better. And when I said, I was like, yeah, I want the mint to be on the outside, this is what I mean. So you actually see really pretty mint leaves. In her recipe, you see the shrimp, but because again, these are veggies for our veggie friends, we got the mint on the outside. So now I need a little plate to put these on. Oh my God, they're gonna be so good. Okay. Oh, I forgot them. I forgot something. I forgot the microgreens in that first one, but that's okay. I'm gonna do this for like another 15 minutes, and then I'll move on to the drinks because those also need to get done. They need to get done. They need to work on them for sure. I know that there are some like little devices that you can use for moistening spring roll wrappers. I've seen them where they're like a little, kind of looks like a paper plate holder, and you would put one in at a time and spin it. And there's water in the bottom. I've seen those on TikTok. I thought those are brilliant, but unfortunately I don't have them. If I do start making more spring rolls as part of like our regular meal plan, I would definitely consider buying one of those. Oh my gosh, I need some water. Mint leaves. Cute, cute. Microgreens, yes, microgreens. Don't forget those. Cute little microgreens. Ta-da! All right, let's keep going. That one's a fatty. Woo! Apologize for all the coughing. I do not know what's going on. If I had a little bit more space on this counter, I'd probably be better set up, right? All right, there we go. Perfect little butter lettuce leaf. Some nudes. Maybe a couple more nudes. This is pretty fun. Microgreens, great. Mint, mint. Okay. Practice makes perfect. This is my fourth one, and I already feel like I'm doing much better. Gorgeous. Now, just a reminder, these parties are, oh, that one's busted. Oh well, that's okay. These parties are super casual, so I'm not serving anyone dinner necessarily, but we are gonna have yummy snacks. So I don't need to like make a ton of food, but I just need to have like enough so if someone does come over, they feel like, okay, great. Like, I got a yummy snack, I got to see some friends. That's great. Ooh, I do need a better device for moistening these spring rolls for sure. I'm actually going to cut these spring rolls in half as well, just so that there's like more ready and I don't have to be in the kitchen while the first few guests show up. And I also want to make sure I get the drinks started at least. Now, not everyone's really going to show up at 6. I already have people who are like, we'll be there at 6:30, we'll be there at 7. So I'm not super stressed because of the time frame that people are planning on coming, which is nice. This one is so busted. I'm gonna just wrap it again in another roll, in another paper. Gonna do a couple more of these and then I'm gonna move on to the drinks because again, like, I just love a drink or two to be ready when people get here. How many times do I need to say that over and over again? Yeah, for real. Okay. Stay close, buddy. There we go. Got Mr. Weiner in the background. Oh, is he coming on?
Oh, Husband Keith.
Oh my god, Husband Keith is joining?
Husband Keith, what are we making?
Do you want to try to make one of these spring rolls?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, no pressure. I'm not going to make you do it.
I think I'll watch you do one.
Okay.
And then maybe?
Ooh, okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that is very fair.
Cool.
How was your day?
Good, busy.
Yeah, we had a busy day.
A lot of work.
A lot of work. So we are a really good team. Keith cleans and I cook. So he got the house or apartment ready for the party, which I appreciate immensely because he's pretty awesome. He's a pretty awesome dude.
Like a clean place.
Yeah. And because he likes cleaning, like, I will happily let him clean for us. Thank
also,
you.
it takes me a fraction of the time it takes you.
It takes me so long to clean because I'm so stressed out about like doing it right or wrong. Like it's overwhelming for me.
Sure. What are you doing here?
Okay, so you have the spring roll wrapper.
Yeah. Cool.
It's moistened. Goes on
That's
a
the
cutting
thing I'm
board.
gonna eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're gonna take a little butter lettuce.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this down.
Oh, goodbye, good part.
Bye-bye.
Whoa.
Some
Noodles.
rice noodles.
Yeah.
In the center. And then a little carrot. A little cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
A little bell pepper.
Okay.
A little microgreen.
Okay. I can barely see them.
Because they're so small! I also laugh at all of his jokes. I genuinely think they're funny.
I'm sure that's why we're married.
Okay, and we got mint leaves here.
Okay. Why there?
So you can see them.
Okay.
I know that's silly, but like, it's so you can see them.
So you see them on the outside?
On the outside,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fun. Oh, fun.
Okay, so you roll,
Okay, yeah.
and then you tuck in the sides.
Flop over.
Flop over the sides.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you roll some more.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Squishy.
See?
Yeah.
Great.
Reminds me of the squishy toy.
Yeah, just like the squishy toy. We definitely had conversations about the squishy toy recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be the one that remembers the squishy toy.
Who remembers a squishy toy?
The little tube, and it's got like plastic dolphins or fish or
Yeah.
whatever in it, and got a hole in the middle.
Yeah,
The squishy toy.
the squishy toy.
Yeah.
If you remember the squishy toy, please tell us in the comments.
Do you have fun memories of the squishy toy? Tell us all about your experience with the squishy toy.
Why don't you come here and try wrapping one of these
Oh,
rolls?
yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was going to put my ring on, but not if I'm going to roll up a...
Yeah, you're gonna roll up a roll.
Yeah.
Spring roll.
Okay, so you soaked it.
I'm gonna soak it for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's crazy that it goes from that to edible in the process.
Isn't it cool?
I totally thought that was like a thing you build it on, you know?
Oh, this was like a cutting board?
No, you know like
That would be weird if that's what you thought.
No, you know like the Like you can buy a board that folds a t-shirt.
Sure, yeah.
I thought
you thought it was like also like the sushi roll mats.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Butter lettuce. Wait, are your hands clean?
Yeah, just showered.
Okay, great. Butter lettuce.
Look at my hands.
Good job. Clean
Thanks.
hands. Did it.
Okay. Is this too much or too little?
That's great.
Okay, and then some nudes.
Then some nudes.
Oh, that's weird feeling. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, see, he doesn't
Oh,
like
that's
getting
tough for my
messy.
Okay.
How about a little bit more nude?
More nudes.
More nudes.
Whew. Okay, and some carrot sticks.
Yep.
Is there too many or too little?
Yeah, you can do too many.
Okay, cool.
That's great.
Well, you can do too many.
You can do
Gotcha.
too many.
It's possible.
It is possible to do too many.
Okay, little carrot sticks, and then
Bell pepper?
Bell peppers, yeah. And then you said there were greens here somewhere.
Microgreens. Can you see them?
Oh, there they are.
They're right there. Ah!
Is that like a Blue's Clues thing? Like we just...
Yeah.
Can you find the microgreens?
Can you find the microgreens?
Wait, that might be Dora.
I don't know. I didn't watch. Like the only
Me
reason I
either.
watched Blue's Clues is because Ryan, my little brother, is
Is this our mint?
15 years younger than me. Yeah, that's the mint.
Okay, cool.
Presentation side down.
What?
The
Wait, is that
pretty
this?
side of the leaf goes down. Yeah,
Pretty side down.
because that's what people are gonna see.
Okay, face down. Got it.
Mhm,
Whoa,
mhm.
this one's huge.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good minty bite.
Okay, wait. You get the other way because I'm not gonna be able to roll this.
Oh,
face down.
okay. All right. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, it got smushy now.
Yeah. See, it's for you to eat. Nice. Keep going.
Okay.
All right, now start tucking in those sides. Flop those sides over.
Flip the sides over.
Yep.
Oh, this is squishy.
It is squishy.
Woo! Okay.
Oh, so you're not tight enough
Not
here.
tight enough?
You gotta
Okay, good to
tighten
know.
it up.
Well, the mint leaves little tails. Screwing so. Okay. I'm gonna have holes, guys.
That's okay. It's okay. I've got holes too.
And I sort of.
You did it!
Mine's got like an open top.
That's okay. We'll just tuck
and
it
bottom.
in. It's all right.
It's more of a roll up than a spring roll, but
You killed it.
mm,
You did great, babe. For someone who doesn't cook every day.
oh yeah, intense cooking, everyone. Food roll ups. Well, that's fun.
Yeah. I think we need another plate.
Do they like dry out or something?
They can, so they're actually supposed to be eaten. Lisa, in her recipe on the website, says to eat them within a few hours of making them.
Okay.
So we're just gonna leave them
Cool.
like this.
They stay room temp.
They should be cold, but we're 15 minutes away from people showing up.
Oh,
So I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
time
6.
flies.
I think let's make a couple more. I'm gonna make a couple more, but why don't you work on the cocktail? No, you don't. Okay.
I'll be over here.
You go over there. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm working on a cocktail.
He's working on it, but no, he's not. He's cleaning up a little bit more. Okay, there's a little more to clean up.
For being honest, I'm working, but yeah.
Oh, he's working out and work stuff. Huh. Okay, this water is not really hot anymore. I've got some more to go.
The water's supposed to be hot?
It's supposed to be lukewarm.
What is this for?
That's for the shells.
Oh. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
That was fun.
Alright, I'm gonna do 2 more and then I'm gonna start working on that cocktail. Lisa, thank you so much for this recipe. I love your website. I can't wait to make more of your recipes. You're great. It's a great recipe. Thank you so much. Alright. Gotta keep them tight. Oh yeah, the mic is in the shot. Thank you so much for that, pointing that out, Darnell. Next time we'll have to like zhuzh it a little bit so it's not a fuzzy thing in the corner. Not much I can do about it now. Alright, tuck in these sides. Trying a new recipe on camera for the first time, or, you know, making something new on camera for the first time is hard. All right, I gotta start another plate of spring rolls. And actually, I am gonna cut them in half. I am gonna do that. Yeah. I think that's a little bit easier to handle. For the party. Cute. I'm also gonna quickly throw together a peanut sauce that is part of this recipe on Lisa's site. Again, her website is healthynibblesandbites.com. If you want to make this recipe, again, I'll put the link in the video description once we get off the live. And you can make some really pretty yummy spring rolls yourself. And maybe yours will be better than mine because these are not rolled as tight as I think they could be. I had a little bit of a problem. You saw me struggle. It's the real deal, you know? I think that's plenty. All right, that's plenty for now. I got the chicken salad, I got the ricotta dip, I got a few spring rolls. And then I need to make a peanut sauce for the spring rolls and get the drink done. Woo! I'm killing it. All right. I'm gonna not put everything fully away because I think I'm gonna need to make more later. I also need to throw out some veggies, so actually I should probably be doing that too. I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate a couple things so there's space in our fridge. What an adventure this has been. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love trying new recipes. Oh, hello, dishwasher. Thank you for being done. Damp paper towel on top of this. Got my little snack right here. Okay. All this just goes back in the fridge like this, so that way if I need to make more, I can pop the whole bowl out. Got the dip. See if this guy who gave me a 1 star is right. I think it's delicious. I'm gonna leave it as is. I hope this guy finds a recipe that makes his heart happy, because that was not it, but it's good for me. All right. Forgot I got a veggie platter I gotta make. We're gonna do some asparagus. I'm just gonna put it on raw. thought about blanching it. I don't have time, and that's okay. These are pre-washed. Just gonna do 6 like this. Also have baby carrots because they are left over from the other night. So even though they're not like as super cute as the other vegetables, it's still a delicious food, and it saves me time instead of having to cut fresh carrots for crudités. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting pre-cut vegetables for your party. It's totally fine. I got the cucumbers. I'm gonna put this the whipped ricotta in the middle. Some sugar snap peas. My goodness. All right. Just about done here with the veggie platter. Some endive on here. I say endive. That's how I grew up knowing it as. What do you say? Endive, 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 like me. Drizzle of olive oil on this dip. Some freshly cracked black pepper. And it is good to go. So until people get here, I'm going to put this damn paper towel on it if you can see what we've got going on here. Veggie tray with the garlic herb whipped ricotta dip. Wonderful. This is gonna go out on the table now. I don't have space for it in my fridge. I need to make a little peanut sauce. I'm gonna put the chicken salad in this, but it's right out of the dishwasher, nice and hot. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge for a minute. If I wanted to save time, I would have bought peanut sauce, and I should have, but I didn't. So we're gonna make this recipe from Lisa Lynn. It's part of her spring roll recipe. Oh no, I think I accidentally closed out of it. Boop, 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 boop. All right, 4 minutes till the party. Here we go. Peanut sauce. Creamy peanut butter, water, rice vinegar, soy sauce, maple syrup, toasted sesame oil. Let's see, is this open? This isn't even open. I think I'm gonna do. There's about a half a cup in here. I'm just gonna make it in this container because why dirty a different dish? So put some water in here, about a half a cup. I'm just gonna eyeball this. This is silly, isn't it? But I don't want to dirty something else. All right, there's definitely not enough water in there. What else goes in here? Rice vinegar, which got some rice vinegar right here, soy sauce, maple syrup. I'm gonna do brown sugar. She says maple syrup or brown sugar, and I'm gonna use the brown sugar. 2 tablespoons, I left that. We're just gonna eyeball it again and taste it as we go. Brown sugar. How much does she say? Okay. Toasted sesame oil. Soy sauce. I would put fish sauce in this, but because we have vegetarian, vegan friends coming, like I don't want to do that. I don't want them to feel left out, so we're just gonna make this without the fish sauce. This is looking much better, I think. What I wanna do is really put the lid back on and give it a good shake. Ooh, this is looking good. That's delicious. I want to be a little bit more savory. I think I need a little bit more, no, just a little vinegar too. Oh yeah. The last thing I want to do is I want to make it a little spicy. So I couldn't find any Thai chilies at my regular grocery store and I didn't have time to go to 99 Ranch. So I just have a Serrano. I'm going to finally chop this. And not the whole thing, just a little bit. Promise I won't rub my eyeballs after chopping this. I've done that plenty of times and it is not fun. Ooh, and a little garlic powder. I didn't put any in. I didn't put any in the chicken salad like I was going to, but I think we can do a little in there. That's me altering the recipe. I am changing things up just a little bit. Nice. Oh my goodness. And I have all this leftover. This is gonna be delicious with my other leftovers. I'm gonna pop this whole thing in the fridge. Wonderful. So we'll put this one out, we'll put the other one in the fridge. Love it, love it. I'm gonna throw a damp paper towel on top of these spring rolls also, just so they don't dry out too much. And now we gotta get started on that cocktail. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My favorite part. I really do enjoy making a cocktail. Okay, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away. I gotta learn how to clean as I go. Not my best, my strongest suit. Gotta get better at that. I'm trying. All right. Do a little wipe down. Don't think I need this anymore. Oh my goodness, thank you for hanging out with me for the last hour and a half or so. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support, because the goal of Cup of Zest is for me to help you party more and stress less, and also I want to run this business full time. So that is a big goal of mine. 2024 is the year that this is going to become my full-time gig, and I can only do it with your support. So anytime you make one of my recipes or watch one of my videos, leave a comment, leave star ratings on the recipe, and also give me that thumbs up over on YouTube, here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. All right, onto the cocktail. Now this is something I'm just like making up, but I do want to use a base recipe, and I'm not quite sure how many ounces of vodka normally go into a vodka tonic. I should know that off the top of my head. It's probably 1.5 ounces per serving, but I want to double check. And I love this little cocktail book that my aunt gave me a few years back. You know, technically there's not a vodka tonic in here. I'm gonna look it up online just so I don't over pour any of our friends. Okay, so this recipe from a couple cooks.com says 1.5 ounces for 4 ounces of tonic water. Oh, it does have lime and lemon wedges in it. Okay, so let's get going. I'm gonna just go ahead and make a big batch of this. Normally, I wouldn't pre-batch a cocktail that has sparkling water in it or anything else sparkling, like tonic, club soda, champagne, or sparkling wine, because you don't want the fizz to die down, right? You want the effervescence. I can't even say the word. I'm too excited to make this cocktail. You want the bubbles, and if you pre-batch a cocktail, you're gonna end up with less bubbles. But I wanna save time, and that's why I chose to go for it and not worry about it being perfect. This is a new vodka. I love anything from LA or California. This is new to me vodka, Mulholland vodka. It is the Spirit of Los Angeles. I'm excited to try it in a drink. And I'll have this bottle too for like martinis to give it a go, to really see what it tastes like. Let's do this times 2, 6 ounces. Now, when you batch cocktails, if a cocktail tells you to stir with ice and then serve, or to shake with ice and then serve, you want to make sure you dilute your drink. I have a batch cocktail calculator that I'm coming out with later this year that will help you do the math for batching cocktails. When it's ready, I'll put the link into the description below. But it's really important that you're not just serving your guests a glass of alcohol. You want to dilute it a little bit. And there's a whole formula for doing it. It's not that hard, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, like, why haven't I been doing this all the time? All right, so we're doing 8 ounces, 16 ounces. How many ounces are in this? 12. Recycling is not over here right now. Handle that in a second. I'm gonna water this down a little bit, dilute it just a little bit. We're gonna do, let's do a ½ ounce because I'm gonna add some. This is me just talking in my head, working through things, right? So I'm gonna add a ½ ounce per serving. Just did 4 servings. So I need 2 ounces of water. That's 3, that's okay. And then I'm gonna start off with a little bit of this chamomile simple syrup that I made earlier, 2 ounces, and give it a go. I'm not gonna put this on ice because I don't want the ice cubes to dilute it any more than it already is. Still very strong. More syrup and more water. But it's nice. Keith says, awesome job, beautiful. Thank you so much, handsome. I appreciate you. I love you. More chamomile syrup. I can't really taste it, and I really want to taste it. It's getting there. It's getting there. Wow, I'm just gonna use the rest of it, to be honest. No more chamomile simple syrup for me. That's okay. That's nice. Still taste the vodka, you still taste the tonic. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple lime wedges in here. I think that'll be lovely. And then pop it in the fridge until everyone shows up. And serve it over ice. Yum, delicious. There's more vodka for martinis later. Like, it's just such an awesome day, friends. It is such an awesome day. All right, what did I say? Pop this in the fridge. Yeah, pop this in the fridge. That is what I was gonna do. There we go. Oh, I said I was gonna put limes in it. Yes, that's what I was gonna do. Oopsie doopsie. It's like I knew there was something else I wanted to do. right. Just killing it over here, friends. Do I have a paring knife? I don't have a clean paring knife. Ooh, maybe I do. Dishwasher? I think I'll just do a couple wedges. All right, I'm gonna cut up some more lime wedges just to throw in a little bowl at our bar. So we've got other beverages, like the bars are open if anyone wants to make something else that I don't have pre-made, which is fun. And get these set up. People should be getting here soonish. Super exciting. One more lime. Ooh, come here, bud. There we go. Little lime bowl for next to the bar. Great, great, great. Now it's time for our chicken salad. Let's see what it tastes like. All right, I think it needs a little bit more mayonnaise, a little more salt, and a little more pepper, and a little more lemon juice, just to brighten it up a little bit. Crack, 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 all that pepper. Mayo, yes, a little more mayo. A little taste. That's great. Very in. I'm very happy with this chicken salad. Great. I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper on top because I love to garnish all the things. Just makes things look a little prettier. And I'm gonna leave this in the fridge because there's plenty of space for it until our guests start to arrive. Got a little leftover situation. I've got a Tupperware right here for it. Because the Tupperware goes up there and I can't get to it all the time, so sometimes it just lives, you know, out and about. I don't put it away because I can't get to it. That's an excuse. I really should be putting it away. And I will. Alright, so it's a nice little lunch for later. Alright. That's about it. I feel good. No one's here yet. I got most of it done. There are little things that I let slip through the cracks, like I didn't blanch the asparagus like I wanted to. I didn't chop up carrots like I wanted to. I used the baby carrots because I already had them done. And what else? There were other little things that didn't happen. And that's a-okay because it is all about spending quality time with your friends and not having perfection, okay? When you're having a party, just remember it's about spending that quality time with your people. And if they're judging you because like you didn't make all the things you said you were gonna make, or your dishes are in the sink while their party's happening, don't worry about that. I promise you, that's really not what it's about. All right, friends, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me for this Party Prep Live. Yay, spring. And I will see you later. And remember, party more and stress less. Bye.